I've set the door up to have a slight bow in the rail. It's not much, but I want to show you how it's enough to keep the door from going down. I'm just going to cover the light sensor, and I want you to watch what happens with the sliding bar as it starts to. You see how that has moved and it's no longer pulled left and the door stopped going down? If I push this over, you'll see the door wants to keep going down because it's not completely hung up. Now it's pulsing. And if I push down on the door, it gets past the sticking point and it keeps going. So that's what's going on in a lot of these instances. And I'll show you one more thing. I'm going to turn the sensitivity way down so I don't have to cover the light sensor. But you see how it wants to stop. It wanted to go down, but the door stopped, and it appears that it's just not shutting. I'll show you how loosening the rail just a little bit helps. So all I did was loosen it about a turn, which created a little bit of freedom, if you can see, in there, and I let the door go down. This is the number one reason that the door gets hung up on the way down, is there's a little bit of tightness, a little bit of friction. It doesn't take much friction, as you saw, to hold the door. All it's doing is reducing the effect of gravity on the door. It's not actually, holding the whole door up. So if you pull the door up, which this happens a lot, and people say, well, it's sliding free. See, that comes up and down just fine. However, when this spring force is pulling this way, it's actually reducing the load on the door. So the little bit of friction is able to hold the door up because it's working in conjunction with the spring force there. And that's all it takes to keep the door from going down. Hopefully this will help in troubleshooting, because if you do have a door not going down, the first thing to look at is when it stopped is this slid all the way to the left still? That's when it wants to go down, if it's slid to the left. Now, I'm going to turn the light sensor back up so the door opens. And you'll see the sliding mechanism gets pulled way over to the left.